Hi, students. How are you doing? Welcome to Naya Sim. Thank you so much for the support. Hope you all are doing great. So there is this video circulating around about people telling Black people to come to Cullman, Alabama, and there is a Christmas village there, and they are saying that people travel far and wide to come and see what is going on there. That it is like the three biggest Christmas village all over the world. But the reality is that the Cullman, Alabama, is a sundown town. And immediately they said that, and they are saying that they are, I mean, like if you're a Black person and you come to Cullman, Alabama, that they are going to hold your hand and walk you around and even buy beer for you just to tell you that it is safe. And they are saying that they are also Christians, right? That they've lived in that town and they are from that town, that they have not experienced racism. And I am asking, how can come out to tell Black people that they have not experienced any racism from that town? Are they the receiver or they are the giver? Now, some people are also like, it's more like people going back and forth. But the reality is that I remember that I have brought videos for Black people here that happened, something that happened in Alabama. This is to tell you that it is true. Cullman, Alabama, there is a sundown town. You probably might not have experienced that as a white person, but it is happening to people that look like me. And it is not your right to come out on the internet to tell Black people to come and visit, that you are going to hold their hands. You know what? Let's get into this video.
People are upset with this Hallmark village because of the town's past. So in Cullman, Alabama, there's a place called Christkindl Market. It's essentially a yearly tradition where they turn part of the town into what looks like a picturesque Hallmark village. Now, the Christkindl Market is currently under a lot of fire on TikTok after it went viral because people are accusing the place that it's held in, Cullman, of being a sundown town. Now, if you don't know what a sundown town is, I can't explain it in depth on here, but to put it very simply, it's a place that's not friendly if you have over a certain percentage of melanin in your skin. Now, these accusations come from years ago in the town. Put very simply, the town doesn't have a history of being friendly towards melanated people. Now, if you look at all the videos of the Christkindl Market, you can kind of see that nobody with melanin is going to this thing. Now, since I live in Alabama and I'm not too far from Cullman, I actually want to try and put these Cullman sundown town allegations to the test. Now, there are a few roadblocks with this. Obviously, I don't really got any melanin on me, but I can still go investigate, maybe interview some people, and maybe even find someone in the area with melanin, and maybe interview them and see how their whole experience with this town has been.
Hey there, and good morning. So I'm obviously here to speak about the video that I posted yesterday, and I'm going to make it short and sweet because I know nobody wants to sit through a 10-minute video. So first and foremost, I do want to address that I made that video out of pure intentions, and I welcomed anyone and everyone to visit Cullman and the whole Christmas market that we have going on right now. And I wish I could respond to every single comment that was left on that post, but we would be here all day and night because there are a lot of comments. I have been left the most awful, brutal comments, calling me racist and a liar, and that could not be farther from my character and who I am as a person, so I also want to address that too. I completely 100% understand that yes, I am a Caucasian man living here in Cullman, Alabama, but I also have my thoughts and opinions just like everyone else that posts on this app. And in no way did I think that my video came off as negative or dismissive to anyone's experience or emotions towards this whole topic. And I sincerely apologize if I did offend anybody, any person of color on here. That was not my intention whatsoever. I think some of y'all understood what I was saying, and a lot of y'all did not, when I had said that I had not experienced any racist situations here in Cullman. And by saying that, I mean that yes, I've lived here my whole life. Just because I haven't experienced it doesn't mean it hasn't happened. Y'all are right on that. Me and myself personally, my friends, my family, my church, I work in the public. I have never experienced it secondhand. So that's where I'm coming from. And maybe that's just my wishful thinking that everyone thought the same way that I do. I don't know. But, I just wanted to clear that up because I think a lot of y'all misconstrued what I was saying. And it absolutely breaks my heart in pieces to know that people feel unsafe or unwanted here and feel the discomfort and uneasiness here in Cullman. I can only speak for myself on saying this, but on my behalf, I do welcome anyone and everyone with open arms. That's just me, and that's how I am as a person. That's how my friends are. That's how my family is. That's how everyone that I know and I'm close to, that's how we are. With all this being said, I am just one person, but if I can make one video and it even spread the slightest of kindness and make anyone, just one person, feel welcomed and accepted, then I'm going to keep doing that. So, anyways, thanks for listening. Love y'all so much. Hey, y'all. So I'm sure y'all have all been seeing the Christmas market, Chris Kindle Mart here in Cullman, Alabama, the Hallmark town. I'm sure y'all have all been seeing the post on TikTok about it. So first and foremost, just wanted to point out that I do live here in Cullman, Alabama. The Christmas market is absolutely beautiful. We have people from out of the country that have traveled to experience the Hallmark Christmas town here. It is one of the biggest in the world. I think it's like number 3 or 4 in the world. So lots of people, like I said, have traveled from out of the country, from states away, to come experience this Hallmark town and how we put it together. And it's just a beautiful experience. But anyway, I've been seeing so many TikToks posted, a lot of negative commentary on Cullman, Alabama, saying how it's a sundown town and that, you know, people of color are not welcome here and that they're going to be shunned upon, basically, if they step foot in Cullman, Alabama, which could not be farther from the truth. I don't know, like I said, I'm from Cullman, Alabama. I have not once in the 24 years of living here experienced one racist situation. So I don't know if it's like a generational thing. Back in the day, yes, I know back in the day it was a little bit different, but we are in 2024, and I just want to point out that anybody, any person of color, black, white, whatever you are more than welcome in Cullman, Alabama. I don't know why it is such a topic right now, such a negative topic, that people of color are not welcome here and that it is a sundown town, because like I said, could not be farther from the truth. Like, y'all, I've been seeing post after post, TikTok after TikTok, Instagram reel after Instagram reel on all these negative talks on Cullman. And like I said, y'all, it is 2024. Like, come on. Get up to date. Like, it is no longer what it used to be. So with all that being said, clearing the air, thanks for listening. Hope this gets into some of y'all's heads, especially the ones that don't even live here or not even from Alabama, because you don't know what you're talking about. So anyway, have a great day. Love ya.
Okay, can we just talk about the fact that Cullman is being talked about as a sundown town? Cullman, Alabama. And normally I would never, ever, ever involve myself in these conversations. But considering that's all that's pulling up on my TikTok For You page, it's driving me nuts and I'm going crazy. So first and foremost, my friend Colby made a few videos and everyone took it the wrong way, because if you knew this kid, you would know that he is the most genuine person that you would ever meet in your life. My second point is I've commented on at least 10 to 15 of these videos made by black people saying how Cullman is a sundown town. And I've commented, and I'm like, okay, let's go. Well, meet me right here. Like, get my hand. I'll walk around with you. But instead of taking it as a nice gesture, everybody's wanting to turn it around and say, oh, you're trapping me. Do you see me? I ain't trapping you for nothing. Nobody's trapping you. I promise. Nobody is trapping you. Like Colby said, that's what they were commenting on his videos as well. That we're trapping them by inviting them to come and hang out with us. Nobody's trapping you. And like, I hate to say this, and I'm not going to sit here and say that I've done my research, that I know how it feels to be in your shoes, because I'm obviously not black. I get that. But nobody's trapping you. We really are just like kind, genuine people that love others. Because believe it or not, there really are good people out there. Like, we're not just all shitty ass people. But anyways, I've invited 10 to 15 of these people that I've commented on their videos. I'm like, hey, grab my hand. Let's go to this Cullman Hallmark town. I live here and I still haven't been. Still haven't taken my kid. But let's go. Like, let's go. You know, like, it's not scary. And I know that you want to sit here and you're gonna sit here and tell me all the reasons that it is scary and like why I'm wrong and blah 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 blah. Well, okay. I don't care. Like, I do care about you as a person, but you're not gonna sit here and tell me why I'm wrong because I'm not black. I get that. But that's not an excuse. You can't just be like, oh, you're not black, you don't understand. No, okay. You're right. I don't understand. But I am a white Christian girl who has lived in Cullman all of her life, and never once have I ever seen in the news that somebody was killed in Cullman or hurt in Cullman because they're black. My face is getting red. I'm getting pissed off. I'm really frustrated at the fact that this is all that's popping up on my For You page. And I'm even more frustrated at the fact that our town, our cute little dainty town that is growing and thriving is like being dragged through the mud because of this. Like, I will never understand that. And I'm in no way trying to come on here to be ugly, but I'm really fed up with it. Like, it's annoying. Like, it's just like, okay, we get it. Okay, you either want to come here or you don't. We're not forcing you. Nobody is forcing you to come to Cullman. But that doesn't mean you can get online and you can constantly drag our town's name through the ground, especially if you've never been here. If you've never been here. Okay, your grandparents warned you about our town and not to drive through here. Great. Great. Love that for you. But like, you've never drove through here, so you don't know. I'll probably make a part 2 to this because I don't feel like I'm finished, but this video is already 4 minutes long and I feel like that's way too long for a TikTok. So I can't wait to get all the hate on this video, and I will gladly respond to anyone. And like I said, I will gladly meet you in town, hold your hand, and we will walk through town together, and I'll buy you a beer or whatever you want to drink because I'm that kind of person. I'm a nice person, and not everyone in Cullman is racist.
Oh my God, y'all come to Cullman, Alabama. Oh, it's a Hallmark winter Christmas. We want to invite everybody. Well, not really everybody, because there's a little history to Cullman, Alabama, that after dark it becomes a sundown town. What? How are we supposed to go look at the Christmas lights if it's a sundown town? I guess if you look like me, you got the complexion to provide the protection, so you're good. Come on down, y'all. Hey, y'all. Oh, look at our winter. It's a Hallmark Christmas. Yeah, it is Christmas Eve. Come on down and you can end up in a treat. What? This is what's so interesting to me. Cullman, Alabama. They're inviting everybody to come to their beautiful Hallmark town, and it looks beautiful. But it's a sundown town. And for all people who don't know what a sundown town is, that means after dark. If you don't look like me, you better get out because it's going to get real dangerous real quick. It's been like that since the 1800s. It's been like that for a century and will continue to be like that unless somebody from Cullman, Alabama can tell us a little something different. I saw one influencer said something hilarious. She said, yeah, go on and check out the trees. You might end up an ornament. What? I mean, this is crazy. What do people really think? Is everybody welcome there? How are black people supposed to go there and see the Christmas lights at night when it's a sundown town? Have you ever seen the movie Mississippi Burning? Do you not know what we're talking about? What, Pe0ple? So let's cool it. Let's warm it up a little bit there, Cullman, Alabama, huh? because we know about you. We know you're a sundown town, and we will not be spending our dollars in that town. Patriots, what do you think about this? Do you think I'm crazy? Do you think I'm overreacting? What do my black followers think about this? I kind of have a good idea. What do my white followers think about this? Do you guys have any clue about this stuff? Do you care about it? You should. It is not safe for me to be reporting like this, but I do it anyway for my loyal patriots and justice throughout the world. I love all of my loyal patriot followers. Secret Service Sam out. Samson for president.
I'll walk around with you, but instead of taking it as a nice gesture.
So I am so tired of white delusion. I'm so fucking tired of it. And I don't know how my ancestors put up with it for as long as they did. Like, it baffles me to this fucking day. Little girl, listen up. You acted the same as every other fucking racist white person out there, okay? You acted the same as all of them just now. Well, I've never seen it, so of course it didn't happen. Before you came on here and made that little stank video defending your other little colonizer, the easiest thing for you to do would have been to go online and Google your town's history. You had more than enough people in the comments of all races, Polynesian people. I seen Latino people in the comments. I seen black people in the comments telling you, well, I've been to Cullman and I've been told to leave. Telling you, I live an hour from Cullman and have faced issues with the Cullman police. Telling you that the KKK has told them that they're going to unalive them. Telling you all of this, and your response is, well, I've never seen it, so it didn't happen. Come to our cute little Christmas town. All you had to do, all one of you white people in this little shit backwater town had to do was say, oh, let me get some self-awareness. Let me take a look at our town's history. Let me Google it. You Google it. You find out that yes, a sundown town it was. Just because they removed the sign doesn't mean the prejudice is gone. You learn the history. You learn about how many black people have been unalived in this town and for what reasons and everything. And then you go to your little mayor, you go to your little deputy, and you say, hey, this is what's going on right now. People think that we are this and that we are that. And yes, we were that in the past, but we need to make some sort of, both of you need to stand together and we need to make some sort of announcement that, while this is our history and it's a dark history, this is not who we are anymore. Right? Right? And then you would have gotten a positive response from people online. But instead, you get online, you stand up in front of us, flipping and twirling your fucking hair over and over again, talking about how it never happened and it's not like that anymore. And it's a nice town and he's just the sweetest boy. Be so fucking for real. Be so fucking for real. Okay? I hope that your little useless town never gets a penny from anyone. I hope that no person of color ever goes to your little town. I hope that for generations, everyone in your town is poor. Bitch, I pray for it. Okay? I hope that nothing good ever happens to your stupid little town. And I hope that you never, ever, ever get out of that stupid little podunk town. No, my face is turning red and I'm getting mad. About what? About what? Nothing happened to you. Nothing has happened to you or this little town. For all of the black people that they have unalived, for all of the people with any sort of tint or color in their skin that they've terrorized, unalived, stolen from, beaten, mutilated, violated, nothing. Grow up.
I'll walk.
Now, I make videos based off how I feel, and I speak on subjects that a lot of people are scared to speak on, so I'm going to just speak on it. Let's talk about sundown towns today. Now, keep in mind that I am a black African-American lesbian female that lives in North Carolina, so we're going to start there. 2, I was raised by a biracial parent and a black parent. My dad is Caucasian and Native American, and my mom is African-American, that we know of, but that's a whole nother story for a whole nother day. Growing up in cities that were basically very racist, that you never knew was racist, it's crazy to me because you deem it as normal. And I say that to say this. I didn't know how racist some people were growing up because I was used to the racism, if that makes sense. Follow me now. I didn't know about sundown towns until I was a grown-ass functioning adult because I was just so used to being like, there's places that you don't go and there's places that's okay to go. And I was so used to not going these places because we was told don't go here. We never was told like specifically why we don't go to these towns, but we know we don't go here. Like here in North Carolina, there's a town called Southern Pines. We don't go there. I've worked there. But it was just one of those things growing up, we don't go there. There are certain places in South Carolina where I grew up that we did not go. But as a young adult, you didn't know why, but you know that these people didn't fuck with you and you didn't want to go where they was at. You just stayed the fuck away from them. You feel me? Now, my mama made me watch a couple movies growing up, and I feel like these movies is very important to this video and my point that I'm trying to explain. When I see, white people get on here, and like I said, I have no hate towards white people. I have white nieces and nephews, white family, aunts and uncles, and all kind of shit. It ain't no hate, but I need you to understand, when you see me, I present myself, I am a melanated black woman. So I'm never going to take away from who I am. It might be in my DNA, but this is what I look like. You feel me? So with that being said, I got to be very specific when I'm talking about shit like this. One, I need everybody on here that's saying that sundown town shit ain't that important. I need all y'all to go watch Mississippi Burning. Go watch Mississippi Burning and then report back to this motherfucking post. Go type in Amazon Prime Mississippi Burning and report back to this post. And you're going to see why black people operate the way they operate when it comes to sundown towns. Because there was a time that it was an absolute fuck no that you didn't want to pass through these motherfucking sundown towns. And if you want to take it up a notch, go watch Rosewood. Rosewood, I'm telling you, Rosewood was so fucking crazy. And it shows you that no matter if we're wrong or if we're right, we're going to always get blamed. So just stay the fuck away. You know what I'm saying? So everybody that's talking about these sundown towns and it's cool to go there now, it's black people that live there, this, that, and the third. Y'all do that shit on your own. But I'm telling y'all from my experience, there's a certain places that I wouldn't want to live. I wouldn't want to shop. I wouldn't want to go hang out. And I wouldn't want to visit based on the history and everything that happened there back in the day. And some of that shit is still happening now. So before y'all start traveling to these places that look like Hallmark towns and Christmas movie towns, y'all need to do y'all motherfucking research and understand that the color of your skin make you different than everybody else. I love each and every person on this earth if they love me and fuck with me. But if you don't fuck with me, I don't fuck with you, and I stay from the fuck from around. You hear me?
I've lived in the South all my life. And this is about us not being able to go places. I made a post earlier this year that talked about how people want to get rid of history. And one of the reasons is that because they don't want to remember the times when their grandmas and granddaddies and whoever used to act up. There is no place in the South, because I've lived here all my life and gonna die here, that is not populated by black people because we just don't like to be there. If there are no black people in your little southern town, because there are more black people in southern regions than any other reason in the U.S., it's because it's unsafe to be there. That is the only reason. We disproportionately have people who are struggling in our population, but most black people are stable. And stable black people like to go on vacation. Stable black people like southern small town living just like anybody else. But if there are no black people there, it's because it's unsafe to be there. And people like to think, oh, we're not like that anymore. When people used to make those unaliving parties, they used to send out postcards. It was entertainment. It was something for the whole family to do. They would get dressed up and they would take souvenirs from the body and take them home. You can find pictures in the newspaper and postcards about what a fun time they had in archives, because it was something that was common. And what you want to believe, or what some people want to believe, is that it was people that you could pick out, that these were dirty, angry people that no longer exist. No, it was the mayor, it was the butcher, the baker, the candlestick maker in these towns, and it was a social activity. Everyone participated. And if you didn't participate in it, you were complicit. So when you have a sundown town, everyone has tacitly agreed that this is a place that is just fine, and it's a lawless place. So it's not a safe place. Those little Hallmark towns that you hear about, or that particular Hallmark town that you hear about in Alabama, now that they want to start having, make money in tourism, they want to forget about their past and forget about the people who still live there. Because that's not something that you just grow out of. When you are doing a party where you unalive someone and you sit down in a nice skirt and eat a nice sandwich while someone is burned, that's something you have to excise. That's something that you have to address directly. That's something that you have to shame. That's not something that just goes away. So I suggest those people take a real hard look at things, and anyone else who's thinking of going down there, don't. Not just because you don't want to support, that sort of thing, but because, like I said, it's a lawless place. You don't know what's going to happen. That nice guy that's behind the counter at the ice cream shop, you don't know what he's capable of because he's been able to be or allowed to be capable of anything.
I ain't gonna lie, man. I'm from Alabama. And I think 90% of these folks on TikTok is making up these fabricated ass stories about Cullman, Alabama. Some of these stories can't be true. They can't. Y'all calling a sundown town, I'm gonna be honest with you. Y'all must be looking for it to be a sundown town, because I ain't seen nothing. Matter of fact, I know a good bit of people from Cullman. I don't know, man. Some of these stories sound about fabricated. I don't know, y'all probably just riding a wave or something like that, but I ain't never really experienced no sundown nothing in Cullman. Never. Now, Clanton, Alabama, Cullman County, that, I'm going to tell you, that's a sundown town. I'm going to be honest with you. That is Cullman, Alabama, no. Not Cullman. No. Some of y'all got to get these stories. Y'all got these stories coming out y'all asses now, man. Roll Tide.
I keep seeing these TikTok videos about Cullman, Alabama, and it's Hallmark Christmas celebration. Hallmark town. Everybody talking about it like they're scared to go. The videos look beautiful. They look absolutely pleasant, like something straight out of a movie. I saw food that looked good, but what I haven't seen anybody that looks like me going. So guess what? I'm going to Cullman, Alabama, to the Hallmark Town Christmas celebration. I'm going to visit some vendors. I hope to take a picture with a Santa if they got one, and I'm going to eat me some food. It came across my For You page. It didn't say for them. I think it's for everybody. I don't really do rumors, so I'm going to go firsthand to find out if I wasn't supposed to be there. And if I don't make a follow-up video, I guess I wasn't supposed to be there. Who else going to check out the Hallmark Cullman, Alabama Christmas? What day y'all going on? I think I'm going Saturday. I hope there's a vendor there with them little Debbie snack cake Christmas trees. But it's definitely part of my 25 days of Christmas.
Listen, as an Alabama girly, I've been seeing this thing going on TikTok, and everybody's like so infatuated with the lights in Cullman, Alabama. If you look like me, don't go. I'm just saying. So Cullman is not the only sundown town, but it's one of the most popular ones. And if you don't know what a sundown town is, I highly recommend looking it up, just for your own general knowledge. But yeah, I mean, the lights are beautiful, but like I said, if you are someone who looks like me, and when I say look like me, I mean, I wouldn't recommend doing that. That's just like going to Lake Lanier. That's what I would reference it as. But yeah, let's just hold off on doing that, you guys. I know the lights are beautiful, but there's other places to go. There is, if you're trying to go close to Alabama, I would recommend there's Callaway Gardens. It's like close to Atlanta. Alabama and Georgia are very close. You can go there. Stay away from Cullman, Alabama, please. From Alabama.
You know what's so funny about these people, these white people on here trying to convince us that Cullman, Alabama is not a sundown town? These are the same people that when they go out of state or they go out of country and they go in an area that looks I don't know, predominantly black, predominantly not white. They're the ones who want to double check their cars. They want to make sure that where they're parking there's a safe street. They take every safety precaution in the world. But then when black people get on here and start telling you, hey, we know that from the word of our ancestors and the word of mouth that this place is not safe, you guys try to get on here and tell us we don't know what the fuck we talking about. But you know what you're talking about when you go to places you've never been before. We can't do that, though. We obviously can't make that assumption for ourselves like you do, though. One thing white people don't realize is that a lot of black people, we are interconnected in here. I don't know if it's the spirit of our ancestors or what it is, but whenever we get into areas that are sundown towns or areas that have been known to be unsafe for black people, it's something about crossing that borderline, the state line, the city line. Your ancestors start peeking up in your brain. Like, it's just like a tingle down your spine. It just says something like, get out. Like, every black person knows that feeling when you step into a sundown town or when you step into an area full of white people that is just not safe. You get that tingle down your spine. It's like the hair stick up on the back of your neck. I remember I saw that. If you ever been to Danville, Virginia, there is a Trump store. And if you passed it on the way to North Carolina or come back from North Carolina to Virginia, you know what store I'm talking about. As soon as I get, like, I want to say a mile radius within that Trump store, my back starts tingling. It's like I always know it's coming up and there's no signs, there's nothing. It's just you feel it in your soul that there's a Trump store coming up. That's how we feel every time we come near a sundown town. I don't give a fuck how many white people come up here and try to tell me it's safe. I've never even been, but I feel it in my soul. My ancestors told me it's not safe. I saw 4 other black people said it's not safe. That's all I need. Honestly, I just need one other black person to tell me it's not safe and I'm not going. That's how deep we're interconnected right here. So yeah, we don't give a fuck what y'all say. We're not coming.
So hear me out. I've been hearing a lot about Cullman, Alabama. Excuse me, a little backdrop. I'm at home on break right now. But I feel that, who better to find out if it's truly a sundown town than we gather all the black MAGAs and let them take a field trip down there. I feel that they would do excellent research for us, and then they can report back. No news is good news. If you catch my drift, no news is good news. And then we can, put it into the debate if that's still a sundown town. I mean, like I said, just hear me out. I think that would be a real good tried and true test so that we can just put this debate to end. Is Cullman truly a sundown town? Gather all them black MAGAs. They'll let us know.
I've seen so many videos of this dude being cooked like Teeny's mac and cheese over this sundown town in Alabama. Homies on this app trying to defend the town? I mean, come on, man. I get it, but why deny that you come from a sundown town? You think people in Alabama, especially black people, are going to lie that it still happens or that it is one? You could put up all the holiday decorations. I've seen the videos of the place. It looks like the pavilion of a state fair. It looks fake, like a junior high play or musical. Just because there's not a sign saying that it's a sundown town doesn't mean it's not one.
So this is all I got from this video. And sincerely speaking, I am kind of surprised that some people do not know there is sundown town in Alabama. I don't even know actually this Cullman, but I know there is sundown town in Alabama, right? Because I have been talking about sundown towns, right? Like in some states. So I don't even know how I saw this video. And the fact that the white lady and the white man were trying to convince people, especially people that look like me, to come to Cullman, Alabama for, it's Christmas, they have Christmas village, and that you are going to be okay. See, and to my greatest surprise, there are also some black people that think there is nothing going on in Alabama. This is to tell you how some people are not in tune with their own history, that some people do not even know anything going on in their own country. That is to tell you, this is one of the reasons why just like sometimes you see people get missing for no reason. I don't know how to explain to a full-grown man that there are some places you don't go alone, or no matter how somebody tries to trick you to come there, especially when the person is not a person like you. There are some places you should never, ever go with them. And they are trying to tell us that they are Christian and that so far that they've lived in this town all their lives, right? And they've never experienced racism. How do you experience racism when you are not, you people are not at the receiving end? How will you know? Right? Some people are at the receiving end. So those people are the ones that will tell you if they are raised or not. So you do not have any say when it comes to being at the receiving end because you all do not experience that. I don't know if that makes sense. I am not trying to say that they do not have opinion. Of course, they do have opinion, which they have also voiced out their opinion that the place is safe, that you should come. But what I am telling you is that do not go. There are so many places you could go and enjoy yourself, have Christmas fun, or probably go to Christmas. If you want to fly out to other countries, there are so many countries with Christmas village. If you probably want to go somewhere, like I don't know how to explain it, but I don't. Please do not wake up and say that you are going to Cullman, Alabama, because you want to experience, because you want to see. You heard what even the other white man said, that you are going to come there, you might end up turning to ornaments. That is to tell you how bad it is. And the fact that some people are trying to justify, I mean, like, how do you want to hide something like this? And the lady is saying, I mean, like, she is boldly saying that if you are a Black person and you come to Cullman, Alabama, I am going to hold your hand and walk you around. Like, who is going to hold your hand? I am asking you, who is going to hold your hand? Now, let me tell us this. I don't know who you believe or who you do not believe, but I am very careful with people that I believe. And there are some people that I will never believe what they are saying, especially when it comes to matter of life and death. Because as you can see, this is a matter of life and death, right? So it means you might make it. This one, they are saying people are coming from abroad and all that, going there to see that you are not, they do not have the same skin color as you. They might come and go. You might come and not go. Because that Cullman, Alabama did not just, did not end only at that, what is that called? That Christmas village, right? After the Christmas village, once you live there, you are driving through. Do you know what it's going to happen? I mean, some people really love to take chances, but I love my life so much that I would never want to take chances when it comes to my life. And this is more like a PSA wake-up call to anybody that is trying to venture into this, like maybe it's an adventure to you, but I know what, if you are a Black person, I know that there are some things we don't do. I know that one from the onset. Some people will be like, you are not American, you don't know what Black people, see, we are all connected. I don't know if you understand that. There are some things, even here in Africa, we don't do, and sometimes when I listen to what you people are saying, it is the same. You go to swimming pool, we're not swimming. We don't want to swim. Boats, cruise, we don't want to swim. Is it by force to swim? It is not by force to swim. All these things are the things you look at. You can actually understand that you can feel the connection. All right. So what I am saying is that do not even think of going to Cullman, Alabama because you want to see Christmas light. Have you not seen Christmas? How many years are you? 25, 28 years. And those that are older. So okay, if it's someone at 25 years, you have seen probably Christmas, let's say Christmas trees and all the decorations and all for, let's say 20 years. Let's say for the 5 years, you did not know what it's going on. But for more than 5 years upwards, you absolutely know what it's going on. So you probably might have seen Christmas trees decoration for 20 years of your life. For those that are older, you can also calculate that by yourself. So do not say because you want to see what is happening there, and then you end up in Sundown town. And probably, I do not want to do justice for anybody. I don't want to even show people carrying placards and saying justice for this person. I mean, there are some things we can avoid, and this particular one is one of it. See you all in my next video. Bye for now.